Ohayo.
Ohayo. Welcome to the So Japanese podcast, a podcast where we talk about all things Japanese. We are your hosts. My name is John.
My name is Ryusuke.
Today, we have our topic is bakeries in Japan.
Bakeries.
Common Japanese bread types.
People love food.
People love bread
episode.
too.
Yeah.
And I would say the Japanese have some pretty unique bread types.
Bread types, for sure. Yeah.
And today we're going to bring you a new segment called Omoro News.
Omoro news.
Omoro is short for omoshiroi,
Omoshiroi.
which means
Funny.
funny.
Funny. Yeah.
So fun
Interesting.
news.
Yeah.
Interesting news. And then we're going to also have another street level Japanese segment too.
Okay.
So those will be at the end. We hope that you guys stick around to the end.
Yeah. Please.
So bakeries in Japan. It's interesting because when I was living in Japan, I realized you guys call bread pan.
Pan.
And I was
Pan
like,
食べたい.
I wonder if that's from the French or the
Portuguese.
Spanish, but it's from the Portuguese.
Yeah.
Because bread was brought to Japan by the Portuguese in the 1500s, and the Japanese just, this is pan. This is
Yep,
bread.
exactly.
What is this?
Yeah.
Pan.
We don't say bread though.
Bread. That's what I would assume.
Breado.
I would assume it's breado,
Bread though.
but it's pan.
Yes.
You guys didn't change it up.
No. It's so easy. Pan.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
And there was a statistic that we read that people in Japan actually eat more bread than rice nowadays,
Wow.
which is
Shame on you.
shame and shocking.
Shocking.
Yeah. When do you guys eat bread normally?
Mostly breakfast
Okay.
time and lunch, but I don't think people eat bread at dinner.
It's still rice.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. But because of the bread took over breakfast time, that's why like bread eat more than rice now.
Yeah.
I think.
As well as bread is quick,
Exactly. It's easy, right?
right?
Yeah.
Like a Japanese breakfast. A typical Japanese breakfast would be rice,
Rice, miso soup,
miso soup,
and
like a grilled fish,
Mhm.
some veggies,
and like
pickles,
and
yes.
natto.
But that takes some time in the morning.
Yeah, because you have to cook rice, you have to make a miso soup, and yeah, like you have to set up everything, right?
And working in Japan, go.
Exactly.
Right, so-
time consume.
It makes sense that breakfast and lunch they have bread. I noticed that in Japan they don't have the typical toasters that we are familiar with,
Like how can I say?
like two slots,
yeah,
and
two
you put
slot,
it in
yeah.
and you press the button and it
yeah.
jumps up.
Yeah. To me, it looks really westernized toaster. It's cool.
Yes.
Yeah. But we have like different type of toaster. Like
Okay.
a square one, I would say rectangle, and then you can put two toast inside, and then there's a heating system in the top and bottom, so you can toast.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I always say my parents' coffee shop. but
Yeah.
they always have two, and then in the morning time, they toast so many toast
Okay.
bread for a customer.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do they serve it? Like for sandwiches or like literally
No,
just
they
toast,
just
butter, and
toast
toast?
and butter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Isn't there like a steam element to that toaster too? The Japanese toasters?
Yes. Nowadays, some company invent that like special toaster for bread, and this brand called Bermuda, Balmuda.
Okay.
It's expensive though. I think it's around like $200.
Damn, that's an expensive
It's
toaster.
expensive, but a lot of Japanese people now they have this because of there's a steaming system, like you said.
Okay.
So you add a little bit of water. It's still toasting, but because of the moist,
Yeah.
Keeps bread soft, right?
So you can toast like stale bread.
Yep.
That makes sense because
Yeah.
like if you need to kind of revive old bread, I know a technique is you can spray the outside of bread with some water and then put it in the oven.
Put it in the oven, then you get nice soft bread.
Yeah. Soft and toasted bread.
Yeah.
So you will see Japanese bakeries everywhere. A lot of them now are like the artisanal, European inspired, but like the OG Japanese style bakeries, they're at every JR station.
Yeah.
I remember always picking some bread up to go to work. It's just quick, right?
And so cheap too, right?
So cheap.
Like 100 yen, 200 yen. Yeah.
And how do you order or buy bread at a Japanese bakery?
Normally Japanese bakery, they have the tray by the entrance with the tongs. So you take those two, and then on the shelf there's a bunch of different type of bread, so you can pick whatever you want, put on the tray, and then at the end you go cashier, then you just show them, so they can calculate how much all this bread and just pay. And
So I'm sure all our listeners have been to a Chinatown, wherever they're from.
And
the
Western
same way.
culture, like Chinese bakery. Yeah,
It's the same way.
Same
Tray,
way.
tongs, get your bread, pay at the cash. And the prices for Japanese bread.
it's around 100 yen through, I would say like 500 yen.
So
if
like
it's
to
expensive.
$1 to $5, but that's like premium, a lot of toppings.
A lot of toppings or like special meat or something, right? Yeah.
Let's go through the common Japanese bread types you will see at a Japanese bakery.
Yeah, and the unique one,
Yeah,
especially.
and the exactly, the uniquely Japanese ones. The So Japanese bread. The first one we'll talk about is Melonpan.
Melonpan.
So it doesn't taste like melon.
No.
It's describing the look of the bread.
Yeah. It's like it's like a half round shape, and when they bake, they put the cookie dough on top. So the cookie dough part gets like, how can I say? It's like bumpy, and they make also like a square.
Yeah, they like kind of hash mark it.
Yeah.
So it looks like
It
a
looks
Japanese melon.
Exactly.
How the Japanese, if you told the Japanese person to draw a melon, they would draw a circle,
Circle and
like
then,
a letter T on top of the circle, and then they will draw hash marks in the circle.
Yeah.
So that's how
We think it's
a
melon.
melon. Yeah. So Melonpan is just a name. When I moved there and I had one, I thought it was like a pineapple bun. Right? Like the Chinese pineapple bun. It's pretty much the same
It's
thing.
pretty much same. Yeah.
Cookie topping. The cookie's crispy. The bread is soft.
Yeah.
The Chinese
Yeah,
call
it's-
it pineapple bun. It doesn't taste like pineapple, but that's how they think the skin of it looks like. It looks like a pineapple. Different type of cookie. I want to say the Melonpan is like a bit crunchier, sweeter.
Yeah.
Like there, you can see sometimes sugar crystals.
Sugar crystals on top.
So it's
too.
a sweet bread.
Yeah. And then, I think sometimes you see just melon pan shop too.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right.
And then they stuff some creams or some stuff in it. So that I would say like 200 to 300 yen, but it's big enough to fill it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And all these breads, besides buying them fresh at a bakery, you can find all these breads somewhat fresh, packaged in all the convenience stores.
Exactly.
As well.
Yeah.
Next one we have is Shoku Pan. I guess in English, people might be more familiar with Japanese milk bread.
Japanese milk bread. Yeah.
Shoku Pan is the bread you guys make sandwiches in. So it's like a rectangle loaf.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That's really good, really soft.
And then, Shoku Pan, one company, it's called Nogami. They get very famous for Shoku Pan. And their Shoku Pan called Nama Shoku Pan.
Fresh.
It's fresh. Also, they think you can even eat not raw, but not toast.
Okay.
Yeah. So, because they don't use egg, let me double check. They don't use egg. They don't use, I think, daily. Because of this founder, his kid has egg allergy, but he want son to eat anything, right? So that's how he make this special Shoku Pan.
Okay.
And it gets very popular. Excuse me. And it's a little bit more pricier than regular Shoku Pan.
Okay.
Because I think regular Shoku Pan you can buy like 200 yen.
Do they have many locations now?
I think so. Yeah. I think they're from Kansai.
Okay.
But now they have like shops are everywhere.
I'm sure there's lineups.
And it's always sold out.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the name called again?
Nogami.
Yeah. Damn, now I want to try that.
It's very fluffy and like it's almost like sweet in a way. Not like sweet, but yeah.
I think with all Asian breads, like
It's
Japanese included,
a little bit of sweet, right?
it's a little sweet. So a lot of Europeans, I know I had
like
some
it.
European friends that moved to Japan, and they're like, this is not bread,
Yeah.
right? They're more familiar with baguette
Or
more salt,
sourdough.
but then it's like this is sweet bread. It's gross. They can't. They don't like Shoku Pan. And also I think the texture, because Shoku Pan has a bouncier texture.
Yeah.
Like technically, when you make Shoku Pan or like Chinese breads, you cook some of the flour, and apparently that makes it more of a bouncy, chewier texture than regular European bread. Next one is curry pan. Curry pan is bread close to Ryusuke's heart because he kind of made it popular in Toronto.
Kind of, I think.
So what's curry pan?
Curry pan, basically you have the curry flavor stuffing. Normally like beef with some veggies, and it's very thick.
Yeah.
So you make that, and then when I was making curry pan, I make donut dough, and then you stuff the curry stuff in the dough, and then make a shape. Put the panko outside and deep fry it.
So
it's crunchy and
like a savory
donut
type texture.
Yep.
I think it's popular in Japan to have some bread varieties that are deep fried, and it's more of like a donutty texture.
Yeah.
Are all the fried bread items rolled in panko?
Not everything.
No? Okay.
Yeah, I think curry pan. That's it. Yeah.
Curry pan.
Yeah.
Super good.
Crunchy.
Yeah.
And
soft, chewy,
and then nice
again,
spice from
the curry is like the Japanese curry spice. The next one, I found it so weird and I don't really like it. Yakisoba pan.
Yakisoba pan. You didn't like it?
No, it's
Why?
maybe it's something stuck in my head, like carbs on carbs or like
Yeah, but what about you eat noodles and rice?
rice is different. You put rice in a bread, I'll have it all day. But yakisoba, stir fried Japanese noodles, kind of sweet soy, and yakisoba is normally eaten with pickled ginger.
Pickled ginger, that red pickled ginger.
So yakisoba pan is like a hot dog bun and cut in the middle, but instead of with a hot dog, it's just
you put the noodles in it.
With the pickled ginger. You like it?
Yeah. I mean, I think yakisoba pan is for the kid. It's cheap and stuff.
That's true.
So like a lot of like school kid
after school snack.
Yeah.
Yakisoba pan.
Because like so filling and tasty.
True.
Yeah. But I know when I move here and then I don't see that for a long time, and then I noticed like some restaurants or even like Japanese event in Toronto, I see yakisoba pan and I was like, are they gonna be okay? Like, I know exactly.
Yeah.
Like for me, for Japanese, that's cool. It's good. But
or it's nostalgic, right?
Exactly.
It's comfort food.
But I felt like I don't know if people gonna understand about this style, and then
it's like, I guess, putting spaghetti in a hamburger bun.
And like you said, there's actually spaghetti one as well.
Of course there is.
Yeah, like instead of yakisoba, they cook spaghetti with the ketchup.
Yes.
And then put it in.
Yeah. So that's something so Japanese. If you guys visit, please try yakisoba pan.
Try once.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
if you don't like it, sorry, but to have this experience, I think it's worth it.
Yeah, for sure.
You might love it.
Yeah. Next one is ampan.
My dad loves it.
Okay, so what's ampan?
Ampan is basically anko with bread. So anko is the sweet bean paste.
Yeah, red bean paste.
Yes. And a lot of time anko used for Japanese sweets.
Yeah.
But instead of using for Japanese sweets, which is like mochi or like rice cake, they put the anko in bread. So it's like a small circle bread.
Yes.
And stuffed with the anko.
Yes.
Yeah. And little bit of sesame seed on top.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anko, I think my favorite anko filled Japanese food is taiyaki.
Oh, taiyaki. Yeah. Or dorayaki even.
Or dorayaki is like two pancakes with anko filling in the middle.
Yeah,
and then
sandwich.
taiyaki is like
fish shape.
Fish shaped, yeah. There's no fish flavor.
No
Zero.
fish flavor. Zero. Just the fish shape.
Fish shaped
Waffle?
Yeah, waffle. Nice one.
Yeah.
So it's like waffle type batter. And inside it's filled with the sweet bean
with
paste.
the anko. Yeah.
It's just a fish shape. I don't know. Do you know why it's in a fish shape?
I forgot, but there's a meaning.
Okay.
But I forgot. We need to research.
But it's
sorry, guys.
Zero fish flavor.
No fish flavor.
It's a common Japanese street food.
It is.
Right?
Yes.
So
yeah.
let's do an episode of typical Japanese street foods. I think that'll be a fun. Like
that's a good one.
Menchikatsu.
Yeah. Let's do
those
that.
type of things. Okay. Next one is cream pan.
Cream pan.
Pretty much self-explanatory.
Pretty much same as ampan, but instead of anko, they fill custard cream.
Okay.
Yeah, it's sweet. I like it.
The next one is chocolate corn cone.
Chocolate corn, but the corn CORNE. Japanese people say korne.
Corne. So choco corne.
Choco corne. Yeah.
And that's like like a cone bread shape.
Yeah, the cornbread shape stuffed with chocolate cream. Yeah, like a Nutella type of chocolate.
Yes.
Yeah, I eat a lot when I was a kid.
Okay.
Yeah.
The next one, Ryusuke said it's really popular. I've never had it because I don't really like Mentaiko, but it's Mentaiko on baguette.
Yeah, Mentaiko baguette. Yeah.
What's Mentaiko?
So Mentaiko is caught raw. They not pickle, but cure with spicy, like chili and salt. So it's like spicy caught raw.
Yeah.
But so the shape is like a raw, right?
Yeah.
But obviously they
egg
break,
sack. Yeah.
Yeah. But they break the shape and then they just spread on top of the baguette.
Yeah.
With cheese or a little bit of butter, and so it's so famous.
Yeah.
It's savory, and not like I say, it's chili cured, but it's not too spicy.
Yeah, nothing in
More salty.
Nothing in Japan is super spicy.
No,
all their flavors are really subtle and rarely even like the sashimi spice. It's chili pepper, but
crazy.
It's not blow your mouth out spicy.
So I would say Mentaiko is sort of like a caviar taste, like salty
and
fish roll.
Fishy, salty.
Yeah, but it's so good. Can I add one more?
Yeah, sure.
Maybe Katsusando also we should talk.
Yeah. Katsusando normally is used. They use the Shoku Pan, right? The milk bread.
Yeah. So they use Shoku Pan, but they have pork cutlet.
Breaded in panko,
deep fry, crunchy, and then they put in a sandwich and with tonkatsu sauce. It's like sweet savory sauce.
Yeah, sweet savory sauce. I think if our listeners don't know katsu sauce, think of like a thickened ketchup-y type Worcestershire's flavored sauce.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah. We used to make a lot.
Yeah, super good. Super
everybody loves it.
Filling.
Yeah.
Very tasty. Going back to Mentaiko quickly. I know you guys have Mentaiko pasta. It's just pasta with
just
tossed in
toast
Mentaiko.
with Mentaiko.
And a common garnish with Mentaiko pasta is like nori.
Yeah, seaweed, nori seaweed. Yeah.
So when we were looking up Japanese bread types, Ryusuke brought up a bread that you can find at like supermarkets and convenience stores. It's packaged, called Lunch Pack.
This is one of the famous.
And then when I saw a photo of it, it's so nostalgic. I had it all the time when I lived there.
Yeah.
Super cheap. So what is it? It's white bread, 2 slices of white bread, sandwiched with a filling, and then it's pressed on the edges.
Yeah.
So it kind of seals it, and it's crustless. There's no crust.
No crust and no toast.
No toast, yes.
Yeah.
So soft, pillowy, chewy, and then whatever filling.
Like peanut butter, jam, and the unique one is like they put egg salad.
Yes.
Or even like katsu or like curry filling. Yeah.
We were looking at the website. So it's made by Yamazaki, one of the
biggest
famous
bakery company.
Yeah. And
you see a lot.
They have so many flavors now.
So many flavors. They collaborate with other companies or like restaurants and then make it unique flavor as well.
I would say it's more like a taste that kids would like. Right. It's not so much an adult,
but also for the adult, it's perfect snack.
It is.
If you're hungry, I mean, like if you want to eat some snack and like you want to maybe like coffee with something, I go this.
I've never been a big fan of peanut butter so much, but I always got the peanut butter one
with Lunchbox.
Yeah.
I eat a lot too. It's so good.
I actually never knew the name of it.
You just
I didn't know it's called Lunchbox.
It's called somehow. Yeah, it's called Lunchbox.
And it's super cheap.
It's like 100 yen.
Yeah. But Lunch Pack by Yamazaki.
Yeah, Lunchbox. You guys should Google it.
Yeah.
you see so many different type of
I think it's
flavor.
just interesting to us or nostalgic to us.
Mhm.
So let's talk about some of the bakery items that have kind of you can find outside of Japan.
Mhm.
It's popular around the world now.
Mhm.
We mentioned panko a few times.
Mhm.
Panko to me now, it's the go-to breadcrumb.
Yeah.
Like,
Breadcrumb. Yeah.
Fuck, I don't know, Western style, Italian breadcrumbs. It's like dust. It's like powdered.
Yeah.
Panko is like little shards of bread.
Bread. Yes.
What are the main differences? A little sweeter.
I think so.
A
Yeah.
little sweeter. When you fry it up, nice and crunchy.
Nice and crunchy, like golden brown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like if you're gonna bread and deep fry anything, it's panko or nothing. Like don't use any other type of breadcrumbs. Like panko is it.
Yeah. Definitely. If you wanna use if you wanna make like crunchy, then panko, like
It's the way to
Japanese
go.
panko is it's good to go.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They should do like panko arancini balls.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be great.
Now panko is breadcrumbs. That's it. There's no other breadcrumbs. It's panko.
Yeah.
Next one, you can find all over the world now. They have franchises all over the world. Uncle Tetsu's Cheesecake. Uncle Tetsu's is really a Japanese company, right?
It is, but it's not so famous in Japan.
Okay. Interesting.
They're from Kyushu,
Okay.
but then they expand right away to Taiwan or China or Korea. So they're more famous in Chinese, I think.
I think so too.
Yeah.
The differences of when I, as a Westerner, if I think of cheesecake, I think of like more New York style
New York style
cheesecake.
yeah.
Dense, creamy, thick,
Heavy.
heavy.
Yeah. I like it though.
Cream cheese base cheesecake. Even the Basque cheesecake is kind of like closer to the
What
New
is
York
Basque?
style. The Basque cheesecake is like the burnt cheesecake.
It says on top. Yeah.
Yeah, it's, yeah, from the Basque country. And it's, I would say, maybe closer to in between New York cheesecake and the Japanese cheesecake. Japanese cheesecake is different. Mostly to me, it's by like mouthfeel.
Because it's almost like air.
Yeah, it's like it's like air. Closer to like a sponge cake type texture, and not so cheesy.
No.
Yeah.
You can get the flavor of cheese,
Yeah.
but not like New York cheesecake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't feel like you're actually eating a block of cheese.
No. Yeah.
But all over the world now, right? Cheesecake, Japanese cheesecake.
And yeah, like small version of those cheesecake, you can also buy at the convenience store as well.
Yes.
Like
yes.
100 yen.
Yeah.
My sister was always eating. I remember. Yeah.
Yeah, there's one brand at convenience stores. Their cheesecake is so good.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, they're everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, that was a quick one. I think that covers it for typical bread items of Japan.
Yeah.
Our next segment is Omoro News.
Omoro News.
So we'll have this segment occasionally, and it's just recent news items that we have found that are kind of funny, quirky, a little bit odd. We'll never use this segment to talk about serious, depressing news.
No, just the fun news.
Yeah, funny stuff. So we have two news stories to share with you today. One of them, super weird. So it's recently gotten viral in Japan. Franken Ramen from Osaka. Their IG handle is Franken0705. And it's a ramen joint, And for their sweet and spicy miso ramen,
Sounds tasty.
That sounds tasty
Yeah.
on its own.
Yeah.
But I guess I think it's just a gimmick for Instagram.
Instagrammable.
Yeah. But so with your bowl of ramen on top, like half submerged in the soup, it's a soft serve ice cream cone with the cone. So it's
on top of the ramen?
Yeah, on top of the ramen. So yeah, half of it is in the soup. So it's vanilla and chocolate swirled ice cream inside the cone, and the cone is just placed on top of the ramen
as a topping.
And it's sprinkled with nori flakes.
Oh no!
Apparently, huge lineups
to eat that.
Yeah, to eat that.
No.
Viral on Instagram. Also, it's only offered for a limited time, only till the end of March.
I want to know if actually tasty or not.
Could be, right? Like maybe it's like it adds creaminess.
Yeah, that's too sweet, no? And I don't need the chocolate part. Then
I don't get that either.
I just want to go the vanilla.
Well, in South America, chocolate and spice.
That's true.
Is a thing.
That's true.
And then tonkotsu, creamy, thick soup base.
Yeah.
Might work.
Oh.
Some people were saying it's good because you have your ramen and then the desserts
at the same time.
But I'm sure the ice cream would melt.
Right? So then eat ramen and then go for Baskin Robbins after.
I'm so interested with it that if we were in Japan, for sure, I'd make you have it with me.
For sure. We go
and
there.
It's not super pricey. It's like the price of a normal bowl of ramen. It's like 600, 700 yen or something.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Super weird. The next one Ryusuke will talk about is pretty weird and funny too.
Yeah. The next Omoro news is taste/smell TV.
Yeah.
What is that?
So like people always say like in cooking shows, like when you watch people cook on TV, they're like, oh, I wish we had smell-o-vision. I wish you people at home could smell and taste the food.
Of course.
But this one professor from Meiji University, Honmei Miyashita, Honmei-san, invented this machine.
Wow.
And it's like a touch screen. And I think the mechanics of it is behind the touchscreen. So there's a film that wraps around the screen, which offers the flavor where you can lick the screen. You're licking the film of whatever you see on the screen. And then also there's a tray behind it where you can take the tray out and smell the tray to smell the food as well.
Okay. Wow.
I think this guy wants to use it for menus, like at restaurants outside, trying to promote the restaurant.
Okay.
We'll have the menu outside, or like YouTube videos or mukbang videos.
So the viewers can eat, like
lick
and taste the same food what the YouTuber eat.
Or smell it.
Technology.
Right?
Wow.
Well, the Japanese has always been, right, at the forefront of pushing technology.
I guess, right?
They also have a use case for it, like to use it for like sommelier tests.
Maybe. That makes sense. That's a good one.
If you can smell and taste the wine and then you guess the correct one.
But like, if you want to be a sommelier, you want to actually
drink the wine. But maybe
you can't get everything.
It's expensive, right?
That's
so
true.
I have a friend that wants to do a sommelier course. And actually, it's Johnny.
Oh.
He makes our music for our podcast.
Okay.
But and he was saying that because of COVID,
うん。
you can't really do
Right, like face to face
face-to-face
training,
class, tasting.
Especially like sommelier course. I think they sip and spit,
right? And so what does that mean? That means that the student themselves have to buy all this wine
by themselves. Yeah, that's hard.
And it's pricey.
I see.
So maybe
That's good one.
Maybe
That's good one. And also, like we were talking about Yakoba Pan and Melon Pan. If we had that technology with us,
everyone
you
lick their
guys
phone
can
screens.
actually already, you can lick, then you can tell like if the Yakoba Pan is good or not.
Exactly.
Maybe one day.
Shout out Johnny Ha.
Johnny Ha, thank you so much.
Our next segment is another street level Japanese.
Street level Japanese.
So I think a couple episodes ago we did how to say delicious in Japanese. So today we're gonna teach you how to say like not delicious, unpleasant, bad taste, but more informal way. So how do you say that?
Mazui.
Mazui. And then again, the Japanese love to shorten it, shorten words, but again, that would make it more informal, more street level. Mazu.
John-san, mazu.
Sorry, my dish tastes bad, but mazui.
Mazui.
Formally, how would you say mazui? How do you say something that doesn't taste good?
Oishikunai.
So, oishikunai.
Oishikunai.
It's not delicious.
Not
That's
delicious.
the polite way.
Oishikunai.
The impolite way, mazui. Mazu.
Mazu.
So, bad taste, unpleasant taste.
Yeah.
Doesn't taste good. That does it for today's episode.
Yep.
Bakeries and the introduction of Omoro news. And we had another street level Japanese segment. I hope you guys enjoyed this segment. I mean, this podcast today. Again, Ryusuke and I, we're cooks, we're chefs. So we always kind of want to periodically add more food related podcasts. If you guys are interested in those, let us know and we can talk more technically about the food. So so far our food podcasts have been kind of just general for the
like
everyday
popular
listener.
one.
Yeah. But if you guys want us to share more specific or more technical,
especially like in Japan, there's like so many different type of foods, so
right?
If
and
you guys
the Japanese
know, right?
cooking style
exactly
is really different too.
Yeah, we can always talk about the cooking style as well because we cook a lot.
Right.
Yeah.
What's the base of all Japanese cooking? Dashi, right?
Dashi, yes.
You could do a whole episode on
dashi. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So if you guys want to know more about specific technical Japanese food podcasty type things, let us know.
Yep, please.
We can even have like a whole episode just on nori, just on little small individual ones, but the Japanese they do everything so involved that it could really take up a whole podcast episode.
Yeah.
So that does it for us today.
Yeah.
Again, please subscribe to our YouTube. Just go on it and subscribe. The link's all there.
Yeah.
And again, follow, subscribe.
And because YouTube, you guys can see our face.
Yeah.
Like this recording we shoot. So
exactly.
The earlier ones behind the scenes.
Not behind the scenes, but the earlier ones we posted, it's just the audio.
Yeah.
But the more recent ones, we're going to start posting us. I mean, it's nothing special. You're just going to be watching us talk. But I think some people like to consume their podcasts on YouTube as well. So we're trying to cover all the bases.
Yep.
Thank you for listening today.
Thank you. Arigato.
Arigato. Bye-bye.
またね。バイバイ。